group of India. Value education in school children, as I've told you, it was a success story done by the corporates with the help of school. And let me tell you, the entire exercise, what we did for 2-3 years was done on Saturdays, the holidays we had. And mind you, we didn't take a single penny from the management or the school, because this was an ethical, value-based education of like-minded people like me, who were ready to share our experiences and help the children to learn the values and virtues, what is as per our culture. If you see this slide, you will find 3 pictures. Forget the nursery prints, One is a Gurukula system of India, where the children used to go and sit with the Guru and try to learn the things, for years together. Second is a large family, a joint family, where you can find the children, and children were given the value education apart from the school, which is absent today, because today we have a nuclear family. And the large houses we had, across the country, still the houses are existing, but the people have migrated. So that is what I just wanted to bring to your notice, that this was a culture and a value system which is absent now. And if you see the current scenario, the slide will speak for itself. There is a nuclear family, internet, big TV, mobile, and parents are running after their career. It is obvious, because they have to take care of the family and the child. And in the absence, what is happening? The child is getting neglected. Child is exposed, and thanks to Corona time, the mobile was given to the children for their studies, online studies, and laptop and desktop and whatnot. And they started surfing, because this have come to the school where I have studied. I am a committee member. So there the complaint came from the parents that the child is trying to surf the sites which is not supposed to do so. So this was one of the current scenario in 2014-15. Okay, how to take over this? How the child should be given a proper education to go to the proper sites. So this was one of the triggers. Uh, the main point, what I'm trying to draw to your notice, is values. In a simple word, which I have put in red, value imbibes during the childhood will be retained throughout the life. I'm not reading the slide, because values have to be inculcated from the childhood, which I will agree artificial intelligence cannot do. Because to run artificial intelligence, the child has to be value based, which everyone will agree with me. So one of the last thing which is given up by any individual, and whatever the environment may be, if you are a value based person, you won't give up the value, or you will not succumb to the pressure. Now, what are the important values which we tried to imbibe and which we tried that the student should learn? One is integrity, patriotism. Now, coming to patriotism, we didn't teach them what is the dictionary definition of patriotism. A 4th standard child from the integrity club, which I am going to come, was asked, what do you understand by patriotism? The child told me, sir, whenever the flag is unfurled and national anthem is on, I should stand and salute. For me, that is patriotism. So this is how each value was, they explained themselves what they understand. And mind you, there was no religion. It was secularism, simplicity, unity, non-violence, and above all, my ex-teacher suggested that you have to teach them courage. If they have to follow these values, they should have enough courage in the life so that they can follow these values efficiently during their lifetime. Now, with this taking in mind, the integrity clubs were formed with a vision. Values in the society will be rekindled by the young champion of ethics. And mind you, nearly 20-25 students were selected from primary and secondary classes as young champion of ethics. And these children were very mediocre, not very smart, who are standing first in the class. We tried to explain, and the results were amazing. So these children were known as young champion of ethics, who will propagate ethics amongst their class students, in the society, to the parents, and in the neighborhood. That was the vision. What was the mission? Mission is living ethically. For this, young champion of ethics, as I've told you, propagate human values in their families, neighborhood, school, community, and society at a large to strengthen value. Here I would like to drive one important point. The first integrity club was started in Kerala, BPCL Kerala Refinery, Kochi Refinery, and there the young champion of ethics, when they understood that the bus driver is sick, they collected their pocket money, they went to his home and ensured that whatever they could do from that pocket money was done. This was not told to their teachers or their by families. So this is how the values started rekindling. And one of the students found one gold earring in the school, which she promptly handed over to the principal. So this is how the change started adopting in my school in Mumbai. When we started this, one of the parents came to me during one of the sessions, and she told, my child has stopped giving me back answers. She was very rude, very arrogant, but now she has learned those values in a proper way. So this was one of the findings which my team we could understand. And during one of the sessions, when we spoke about the ethics and other values, one of the child stood up promptly, and still there are goosebumps. He asked me, sir, I want to speak truth. What should I do? We were totally speechless. We could not answer that child. The type of values today, what we are following, I am sorry, they are not being taught properly, leave alone school, by the parents because of the nuclear family. See, I am not blaming the current system, but this is a time to think, yes, as researcher, as academicians, we have to go and propagate these values amongst the school children so they become a good citizen of this world. Further, strategy. Children learn distinct values playfully as a game and become champion of ethics by developing their ethical through the regular practice in real life. All 13 values, they try to understand the meeting. It was recommended that they are given a slam book. They carry only one slam book, pen or pencil, draw the pictures, write poetry, write the story of the value, what they understand in their own way, so that they learn the value rather than giving them a lectures. So this is how they were taught the meaning of the values. No, this was the model setup which we did with the help of a catalyst. Is anyone, even someone can start this group. He or she becomes a catalyst. Principal was the chairman, 2 teachers. There were 3 groups each with 8 students. And together we started with 40-50 students and tried to propagate, and the results at the end of the year were very good. Now you can see she is my ex-boss, Madam Madhusagar. Now she is settled. She is interacting with the school children because that day we had a graduation ceremony. If you see the scarf has a young champion of ethics, and the child who was shy in speaking in public could answer the questions very confidently. Whatever she was asked, whatever she understood about the values and the practicing of the values. Sorry, there is some issue at my end. So these are the young champion of ethics. They are taking a pledge, and they were happy on that day when they were given the scarf after completing the entire exercise on their own. Mind you, teachers or ourselves, we didn't teach them anything. They started practicing on their own. Now, what was the support? Support from our side was meeting principal and teachers, coordinators periodically, help them to organize various competitions in the school, distribution of integrity club publicity materials, meeting students, participating in important events, organizing complementary programs and the workshops for them where they could develop themselves, and badges and certificates to the club members. And this was followed by interactive sessions with sensitizing young champion of ethics, narration, collecting of real life stories, poems, discussions with prominent personalities, quiz competition, and moreover, they demonstrated this through their song, skit, drama, painting, etc. In short, to sum up my experience, integrity empowers our character with strength of conviction. Great world leaders, if you see, they always practice high values of integrity, rekindling integrity in children to ensure responsible society, because today we want a responsible society, not a corrupt society. Because day in, day out in India or many other countries, you find that someone is caught doing corrupt practices. It's not a materialistic corruption, but the corruption of thoughts, corruption of values, is leading to a lot of things. And mind you, many countries, 2, 3 countries are on the war, which is not a good sign. And it is a conscious choice, my dear academics, that we all need to make. And beautifully, the students thought, okay, we'll try to adopt the poor families. Swachh Bharat campaign, as we have, narrating the life stories, distribution of notebooks to the needy students, and put up stalls, raise funds, distribute the medicines, and grow vegetables in school campus and cultivate good habits. This was one of the exercises which they recommended that we should do, and it was supported. Now, before I end, I'll try to show you a small film if I'm permitted. It is 2 minutes film, so it will put a light.
सर आपके लिए ओस्मान कार का इंतजाम किया है सर। क्या बात करता है, क्या ऊपर से जाएगा, क्या ऊपर से जाएगा। कुछ करो ना, वहां जाके क्या उठाएगा। ऐसी जाने बूंद आई, जाने कैसा दर्द लाई, सामने क्या है ये तेरे, क्यों रुका है तू बता रे। तो पार लेगा कौन होगा वो मसीहा, वो जिसे तू ढूंढता है वो ही है तू वही है। रास्ता तेरा है सहारा, ये तुझको पार लेगा, तू ही है तेरा किनारा।
Yes, I have to complete. I'll go back to my slide. This is the last slide. Question and answers, if any, I am ready to answer because this is a real life situation where I've shared with you. Before I conclude, my acknowledgements to BPCL management and vigilance department for giving us an opportunity to do this small experiment. Mr. Sandeep Srivastava, trainer, a very good friend, still serving BPCL. He designed the entire program in such a way where teachers had only to overlook the students and students had to do self-learning, and schools at Kochi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Delhi for their cooperation. Yes, it taught me a lot. And this movie we show at many places, and the adage, popular adage, the child is the father of a man. Yes, if you can see, the children are intelligent, but how you take them, it is left up to us. It is left up to the teachers, to the gurus, because the right time the values are inculcated, the child will become a very responsible person, a responsible academic, a responsible researcher, responsible leader, whatnot. Only thing, the right values has to be indicated, because the technology is developing. My only worry is the technology should not be misused for some self goals. With that, I complete. I will like to address the questions if there are any. And thanks for the nursery print, nursery background, because I was prompted with the school Olympiad, which Odoksha is considering. But at the same time, I thought of sharing this value-based education in a little bit way, what my team, along with my team, I have done. It's not a great job, but yes, it gave me a lot of confidence. It gave me, and 24th, I have been invited by a large public school to speak on the values only. So this will be a precursor to that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me an opportunity.